In my healing process from anxiety and like the things that I'm trying to learn, in trying to understand how anxiety works and why it happens and how to heal it, I've become a really big believer in like feeling your feelings, but like not repressing your feelings. I think a lot of people do that. Like they feel like they're not supposed to feel certain things, either because there's probably lots of reasons why. For men, it's because it's weakness. Brene Brown says that men feel shame by perceived weaknesses. So like if we appear to be weak in any way, then that's saying you're not good enough. So, and I think that there's just a societal like expectation that people be tough and don't be dramatic, or don't have feelings, don't share them, or don't overshare them, or don't complain, or don't I don't know, just don't be emotional, right? So I think that people like repress their feelings and they don't allow themselves to feel them, or they say like, oh, I'm not supposed to feel that way, it's bad for me to feel that way, for any number of reasons, like anger or sadness or whatever. So we kind of learn how to repress them, and we do that by a lot. We also like distract ourselves from them. That's a big. One of the things I have a problem with social media with is that I think that it's negative because it gives us something to escape to. When we're feeling upset or down or whatever, we just jump on social media. That's not the only thing, right? Like video games, drugs, whatever. There's lots of addictions and stuff, but. So I've become a big believer in like feeling your feelings, but I've realized recently that it's not good enough just to feel your feelings. Like just feeling angry, even expressing that anger, because my idea was that, well, I thought the goal was to feel your feelings so that then you could process them and then let them go, and become emotionally healthy. But what I've realized, for me at least, is that just feeling them doesn't heal them. It doesn't. You give yourself a voice. You give those feelings a voice. Recognize them and say, it's okay that you feel that way, and recognize it and let it be okay. But I've realized recently that like there's a lot of people, myself included, and like that just feel those negative feelings all the time. Like I'm a believer in positive thinking, and so I thought, I used to think just don't feel the feeling, because I don't want to be negative. And then I realized, no, you need to feel the feelings. But I thought like, well, that would eventually lead me to positivity again. And I think that what I'm coming to understand is that it's kind of like both. You have to understand the power of positive thinking and the power of positive feeling and what you focus on, and it creates your reality and creates your feelings. But you can't just repress the negative ones and say, oh no, that's a negative feeling, I've got to not feel it so that I can keep feeling positive. Does that make sense? So what I thought was like, all right, if you just feel them, then they'll heal and you can let them go. But I've realized that the goal is not really just to feel the feelings, because you can just feel the negative feelings and then just keep feeling them forever. Like if you just keep focusing on them and like, oh, I'm so angry, or I'm so hurt or sad or down or whatever, depressed and discouraged and feel hopeless, whatever, you can just wallow. You can just stay in those feelings forever. Like many people do. Many people spend their entire lives just sad and depressed and angry. They're feeling those feelings, but they're just not resolving them. I think now, to me, what the goal is not just to feel the feelings. The goal is to feel love, to feel loved by yourself or somebody else, by God, especially, because that's an unconditional and stable kind of love, and it's more powerful than just human love. But the goal to me now is to feel compassion through your negative feelings, through all of the feelings, but especially through the negative feelings. So it's like, you feel this negative feeling, okay, you give it a voice, you let yourself be heard, you let yourself feel it, and you say, and I love and accept myself as I am anyway, and you say it's okay to feel that way, and you're worthy of love, and you're worthy of happiness, and you're worthy. So the goal to me now is instead of just feeling the feelings, it's feeling loved in the feelings, whether they're positive or negative, and that is what helps us, I think, to process them in a healthy way, and let them go. I mean, the truth is, like, we should be treating ourselves the way that we would treat someone that we really love. That's Brene Brown says, talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone that you love, and I think that if someone was really beating themselves up the way we do to ourselves, around us, we would say, no, don't think that way, don't feel that way. I mean, you're wonderful and you're amazing and I love, and we would just, we could listen, and we could comfort, and we could feel compassion for someone, right? So like that, when somebody's struggling with something, like, the goal is to feel compassion for them, show compassion for them. And when you're struggling, the goal should be the same. Show compassion for yourself. It's an opportunity for you to be kind and loving to yourself and respond to yourself like, there's a reason you feel that way, and it's okay that you feel that way, and you're a human being, and so you show yourself that love and that compassion, and then it helps you to feel loved and compassionate, loved and appreciated and noticed and heard and seen. And I think that's what helps us to let go of the negative feelings. So that's just a thought that I had.